Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box with the Technical Trader to TechTrader.com. Let's see, it's Tuesday night, the 25th of October. Was it a turnaround Tuesday? I don't think so, but there were a lot of stocks that we followed and traded that did well today. I'm not going to have time to go over the indices, so let's get to it. ACCO, which yesterday was on the charts of the day because of the breakout from the falling wedge on a big price volume surge, followed through nicely today with another 5% gain. And then now it appears it's going to test, or should test, the 11 3/4 range, getting very close to it, 1160 today. Should it get through there, immediately we can see 13. That's my next target. And he pulled back, support is around 10 today's low about 10 3/4. Let's just say 10 3/4 support, 11 3/4 resistance, and the next target is 13. There's 6.3 days to cover. Shorts are getting squeezed on this one. Nice action, beautiful action on AMD today as this wedge was taken out. The volume 78.8 million shares and strong OBV tell me this is going higher. I think it goes through 8, it gets up to 9 3/4, 10 zone next. Blueprint Medicines is doing very well, and as you know, some of the members of our trading room have been interested in this, but the volume's been awfully low. Lately, it's been picking up. Take a look at the last 2 weeks as it surges from 28 into the near 33 range, hitting 32.82 today. This is the second highest level it's ever reached. There's the spike high post IPO came in at 37.17. I'm going to look for a 36.7 range target on this one. Looks pretty darn good. 6.3 days to cover that as well. CoreLogix with a nice report today. Stock exploded out of a falling wedge off the bottom, and with the volume at 1.7 million, it looks to me like we're going to get a test up in the range of 42 short term, and then I'm looking for a test of the spike high at 43.5 area. But I think this one has energy to get up towards the mid, even high 40s. CR with a big explosive move, very similar to the chart on Echo. If you see the wedge on Echo, you see the explosive move out of it, and then we had the CoreLogix falling channel. CR also with a wedge and a breakaway gap on big volume, looking for an extension to 72. What a move on CWEI today after announcing sale of one of their assets for 440 million, shoring up the financial condition and bringing out a new COO. The stock exploded and ran bonkers today. At one point it was up 23. It did pull back at the end of the day, but the volume of 2 million shares is the biggest I've ever seen on an up day, and it's breaking out to today's high at 97.90. It was the highest level we've reached in the last couple of years. If this extends and or it takes out this top line, which right now comes in about 102, my next target, we could see that stock move eventually back up near the 135.40 range. Wouldn't that be something? There's 3.67 days to cover. Now DGAZ, I want you to see the pop it had today, running 77 cents or 16.5%. But it appears to me, and after hours, it even exploded further and got all the way up to near 560, taking out the 545 range and testing the declining moving average comes in at 575. That would be the tomorrow's target. We can get to 575, then I'm going to look for 6.5. But this entire downtrend may be in jeopardy, as today's volume of 29.8 million was the biggest volume I've ever seen on an up day in this stock, ever. So this could be a reversal day. EDU, well, it's doing extremely well. This rising channel is still in vogue. This Chinese educational online stock exploded today with a move of 463 or almost 10% on 2 million. And it looks to me like it may extend and get up into the mid, maybe high 50s here short term. Well, gold had a good day. JNUG jumped $1.05, Nugget jumped 91 cents, and we're both up about 7-8%. You can see they did back off resistance a little bit. And now you have a tough area. Over the last 5 days, JNUG was unable to get through 14. If it does that, watch for a test of the gap at 14.85 quickly, and maybe even a fill of the gap at 15.5. That's but your targets for tomorrow. Nugget target, a little different. Take a look at the overall structure. Its problem was getting through 14.95.15. Now there's resistance there, and then the gap at 16, and the gap fill, if it gets there, would be close to 17. So that's why I said today, 15 resistance, 16, 17 targets. There's a declining tops line and lateral resistance and a gap right in that zone. So 16 3/4 will be my target going forward. NVIDIA, fantastic is all I got to say. Just keep going up another only 1.6%, but almost 10 million traded today, and the stock continues to push. looking to me like it's going to the mid to high 80s. Transportation stocks doing well. The Swift bounced off of support in that zone there, spiked up to the triple top now, and did back off of there. So we're going to watch 22. If we get through that level, 24, and then 28 are targets. Almost 10 days to cover on this one. Tilly's, I wanted to show you this chart because it's an interesting base, explosive move from 5.5 to 11 nearly, doubling. Then a pullback consolidation. The OBV held up very well. Today with a jump of volume and the OBV popped, this one broke out of that area. Right now there's a key resistance level between 10 3/4 and 11.5. Watch that level because if we get through that we can see this move into the mid-teens. BALE, one of the international metals and mining companies, broke through a key double top area and this ascending wedge broke out. Right now I'm looking for a run up towards 9. This could be very interesting going forward, and there is 5.65 days to cover as well. And lastly, on the long side is Valero today, as it had a right-handed extended V and broke out with a pop of 277 or nearly 5%. It traded 10.8 million. I'm looking for a test now of 63, followed by 66.7. On the short side, we're looking at some boxes shorts tonight. ATHN finally is collapsing as it's dropped in the last week from 134 down to 108. That 108 breakthrough from 119.20 zone is what I think accelerated this. At this point, I'm actually looking for further downside near under 100 actually, towards 95, and then maybe even 88. DJ restaurants, well, you can see how it got hammered late last week and bounced into the gap and near resistance, but it's beginning to back off. There's just no volume on the upside. It may need to retest the lows or make a lower low. Dexcom. Well, this falling flag is very bearish. If it takes this out to the downside, you're going to see a quick hit towards 76, maybe even 71. G3 Apparel Group, same thing. Now, there's another example of that falling flag that broke to the downside. Where's this headed? That's a good question. It looks like possibilities are we could see 22 on this. LXFT, a boxer swing short. Long coiling bear coil. This is the wave 1, 2. This could be 3 and 4. The 5th wave could get ugly. If it breaks 46, this stock could fall away hard into the high 30s. MIK continues to slip. Today dropping from a high of 24 and change. 23.5 to 22.88 actually. And you can see how the channel broke support here. Would not be surprised to see this one head towards 2021. ROG dropped $1.17, right on support. We break here, we're going down probably to 49. This could be a nice 5-6 point short. THRM continues to drop another 90 cents or 3% today, and making new multi-year lows, well, at least since 2014. And right now it looks to me like they're headed to 23. Texas Roadkill, or Roadhouse. Looks to me like this bear flag is in play and we are going lower. I put out a short on it today. Look how bad the technicals look in this one. And lastly is Viva Systems, which I just put out yesterday, and today it pulled back. Looks to me like a short. If it gets underneath 36, targets at 33 and 29.5. That's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good evening.